IZZY, get your black ass up! Oh shit! IZZY! IZZY! Recover! Oh shit! Oh my god! Shit, this is what I was talking about. Sometimes when you have somebody who's just being so disciplined of walking nice and easy across the distance. Okay, let me start from the beginning. When you are a counter striker, you rely on counter striking somebody. If somebody never opens up for you to counter strike them, you can never get your game off, right? So that's what I said earlier before IZZY got dropped, is that I want to see IZZY develop a style. It's like, hey, you're not gonna bite on any of my feints. You're not gonna overextend. This, I'm taking a fight to you to force you to open up. And that's what Sean Strickland's doing. He's been very patient and very disciplined. If Sean Strickland never overextends and never crosses distance while overextending, he is in a better position because IZZY's trying to force him to feint. IZZY's feinting to force him to open up. But if somebody keeps on walking slowly across distance, eventually the counter striker is in deep shit, especially if he doesn't have a clinch game, he doesn't wrestle, he doesn't add anything else to his arsenal. So if you look at the Yoel Romero fight, it was the same thing. Congrats to Sean Strickland. He did the impossible that all of us thought he could not do, but he just climbed Mount Everest. He showed bravery, he showed discipline in going forward. Congrats to him. He did an amazing job of solving the puzzle without adding anything different to the puzzle. Not anything different to the puzzle. He just walked across distance, stayed super disciplined. When IZZY went lateral, he was able to find his shot and be able to get him. What's going on, guys? We just got done watching IZZY versus Sean Strickland, the new middleweight champion of the world. Where do we begin? Okay, obviously I had IZZY Adesanya winning this fight going into it. The things that Sean Strickland did do well in his previous fights that kind of rose a question mark in all his fights that he did was walk across distance. I know I'm a broken record, but I don't think you guys understand the concept of walking across distance, especially against a counter striker, which is IZZY Adesanya. When I'm able to walk across distance and not worry about my opponent changing elevation to do a double leg takedown or clinching me, putting me in a nasty clinch, I can essentially just walk forward, keep my hands up, and not worry about half of the game of mixed martial arts. And that's exactly what IZZY didn't do. IZZY, he would constantly look for the counter strike, which is he is a counter striker. When his back got to the cage, he would do what he did in his previous fights. He would go lateral. Once he went lateral, Sean Strickland knew that IZZY's not going to come forward or bite down the mouthpiece and go 1-1-2 double leg takedown or Muay Thai clinch. And that's one of the things that Sean Strickland did so well. He stayed very disciplined. Each time IZZY went lateral, he didn't try to jump the gun and get to him. He just walked straight towards him, not worried about the takedown not worried about the takedown or a clinch game. I always say this in mixed martial arts. It's one of my favorite sports to train, because if I'm fighting somebody who is a better kickboxer than me or doesn't respect my kickboxing, I can throw another piece on the puzzle, which is my wrestling, my clinch game, my jiu-jitsu game. With my jiu-jitsu game, my wrestling game being so strong, it makes my stand-up game even much better because it's something he has to think about, right? To put it into layman's term is that if we're only playing go fish, it's only fucking go fish. It's like playing checkers. In reality, you want to play chess, right? Checkers, you boom, 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 boom. But if you have the rook, and the rook can go up and this, and you have the queen can go this way, and you have the king, he can go forward and backwards and do whatever he wants, it makes the game more complicated. Now, when you just decide to do a kickboxing match, the game does not become complicated. The game becomes actually more simplified, right? Like Conor McGregor said it best. When he fought Floyd Mayweather, he was like, you're going to pay me $50 million to do half the fight, just a boxing match? Yeah, I would do it. Even Eddie Alvarez said it. Bare knuckle fighting. It's not the full meal deal. It's just boxing. So when you go into a mixed martial arts fight, I would like to push you utilize every aspect of mixed martial arts. It's mixed martial arts. Wrestle, clinch, do something different, because if you try to counter strike somebody who's not going to overextend, you're not going to get the shot you're looking for unless you actually go out there and cross the fence. Now, one of the things that came to my mind when I was watching IZZY Adesanya fight was Matt Hume says nobody gets better by keep on defending their belt. They get better by spending more time in a lab and developing their skills. What do I mean by this? When I would fight, Matt will look at my tape and goes, wow, your clinch game is garbage. We need to work on your clinch game. We would spend 2 to 3 weeks clinching. Then after that, he goes, your ground game is garbage. We need to work on your ground game. Oh, this part of your game is garbage. Matt will look at my deficiencies in camp and when I fight and say, these are the things that you need to get better at. We're going to spend 3 to 4 weeks doing it. We're just going to clinch. That's all we're going to do. We're working clinching, sweeping, and doing this. Your grappling game is garbage. You're being on your back too long. It needs to be more. You need to get off your back faster. You got to be able to move better. We're going to spend 4 to 5 weeks clinching. We're not going to spar. We're just going to clinch. And I feel this might be the best thing that can happen to Izzy is that I'm going to take a step back. I'm no longer going to be a counter striker anymore. I'm going to spend 5 to 6 to 9 months focusing on I'm taking the fight to you. What do I mean by taking a fight to your opponent? If I can't get you to open up, when I fought Henry Cejudo the second time and I realized I was in a fight, I went back to my corner. I said, guys, he's not overextending. I'm taking the fight to him. I'm going to try to take him down. I'm going to just not go for broke, but I'm throwing all my cards on the table. Like he's game. He's made improvements. I'm going to throw everything I have at him. And literally, I went out the second round. I went, fuck it. Bite down mouthpiece. 1-1-2. Left hook. Like, we're fighting. I think if Izzy can develop that style, he can always go back to the counter striking. That's one thing he will never lose. But I think him going out there and trying to force the shot, force the clinch, is going to make his game excel even better. It's going to just excel. Now, back to the new middleweight champion. Now, everybody, I did pick IZZY Adesanya, but Sean Strickland did do a good job of being disciplined, not overextending, and just being very basic. What do I mean by basic? When somebody's running from you and they're avoiding the fight, you check kicks. Somebody kicks me, I check them. Very basic. I go to the edge of my distance, or I say the end of his distance, where he can't hit me unless he crosses the fence. If he doesn't cross the fence, he can't hit me, but I'm in a position where once he tries to cross the fence and I'm still there, I can get to him, right? That's what you saw in the second round. He got that beautiful 1-2 right-hand drop because Izzy went for the left hook. So when I said Sean Strickland did everything basic, is that's what they teach you in kickboxing. It's like if somebody's going to run from you, just check the kicks, close distance, and say the edge at the edge of their distance, When you do that, they get flustered. Now, if Izzy was across distance and do a 1-1-2 overhand right or shot or pull guard or whatever, it changes the dynamic of the fight. But he never did that. So that's why the fight stayed in the kickboxer realm where Sean Strickland, he doesn't have to worry about any other puzzles. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, the kids are up there having fucking Royal Rumble, WWE fucking 23K up there. So that's why I'm down here in the basement watching on the fucking big ass screen TV. But what's next? I don't want to see Izzy do a rematch. I don't. The reason why is because I want Izzy to develop as a full martial artist. He is a martial artist, but I want him to go back in the lab and say, dude, how come I never shot and took this guy down? How come I never put him in the clinch? That's what I want Izzy to think about. I was like, I just avoided the fight. I don't know if Izzy's hurt, if he has an injury or whatever it is, but those are the things, if I was Izzy Adesanya, that would be going through my mind. I wouldn't want to do a rematch. I would want to go back to the lab, fix what I did wrong. Let's work on my clinch game. Let's work on my wrestling, my jiu-jitsu, then go back and get an opportunity. Now, we have a different king at the middleweight division, Sean Strickland. What does he do now? You have Paulo Costa, which Paulo Costa fights totally different than Izzy Adesanya. You have, what's the gentleman's name? I can't even think of it. It's Paulo Costa's next opponent. What does Sean Strickland do next? Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host. And make sure you leave a like and a comment. Also hit the bell to know when we're going live again. Subscribe to the channel. I think you'll like it. Leave a comment. Hazmat Machieva. What does Hazmat do? Hazmat wrestles. He crosses distance very well. How does Sean Strickland deal with him? But don't get me wrong, I am a little sad because I'm a huge Izzy Adesanya fan, and I was hoping he was going to defend his belt again. But there's some holes. Now, I don't want to call it holes. There's some deficiencies in his mixed martial arts game that I think he could work on, that we all can work on. Like I said all the time, guys, I am not perfect. When you see me talk, you're hearing my teaching or my coaching under Matt Hume for 18 years come out. There's a time when I fought Brad Pitt and Matt was like, garbage. What the fuck are you doing here? That's absolute garbage, DJ. Garbage. We don't teach this here. Don't do that ever again. So, once again, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the button when we go live. And congrats to Sean Strickland for becoming a new middleweight champion of the world. Izzy Adesanya, keep your head up, baby. You'll be back. And the goddamn EA UFC coverage. Shee! We out.